Aloha and welcome once again to another episode of the Hawaii Vacation Connection. My name is Bruce Fisher. Thanks very much for checking in with us. Got a great podcast for you for today. This is our 422nd podcast for Tuesday, November 16th, 2010. So glad you're here. Got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to cover a little bit of Hawaii vacation news. Also talk about the lava rock curse and Hawaiian tropical drinks that you can have when you're on your vacation. And of course, go over packages that have been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. So if you're planning a trip to Hawaii, that's a great segment for you. We go over costs and what things are going to cost you for your Hawaii vacation. This podcast is brought to you by us. We're the owners of Hawaii Aloha Travel. We're in Hawaii. We're Hawaii's experts. You can catch us on the web at www.hawaii-aloha.com. You can also reach us on Facebook just by going to Hawaii Aloha Travel. Also, you can email us, podcast at hawaii-aloha.com. You can check us out on Twitter. I'm at Aloha Bruce, all one word. So check us out. Get involved with us. You'll be very happy you did. We do this podcast every Tuesday and Friday around the 1 o'clock hour. So if you're listening to this on iTunes or watching this on a replay, join us at one of our live sessions. And it's a lot of fun. You can chat with us and meet some of the agents and ask questions live. We also have a blog. The blog is updated daily with new information about Hawaii. So check that out. Also catch the replays of our podcast on our podcast page. We also have lots of videos, just obviously tons of information to help you plan your Hawaii vacation. Well, we had just an amazing weekend. We had our annual hat appreciation party, and this was one that really, I think, tops them all. And this is a time when we get together and we thank all of the agents of Hawaii Aloha Travel. We thank them for their hard work, and we put on a big show for them. And this year we had Makana, we had the Human Beatbox, Jason, Tom, and it was just really one of those fun times, and we really enjoyed ourselves. And if you want to see more about it, looks like we're having some sort of connection problem, aren't we? Oh, we're back on. Yeah. I think we're having a little connection problem, so just stay tuned here. It'll definitely be back, because I know that we are connected. Anyway, just had a great time. It was really a great time, and if you want to find out more about it, go over to the blog page. We did a whole blog about it, and it was certainly a time to be remembered. You know, we're coming into our 10th anniversary. I can't believe that our little company, has just grown so beautifully, and we're going to be 10 years old next year. And I don't know how we're going to top next year's event, but I've got some plans, some surprises already in mind, and it certainly will be probably the biggest and best event ever next year. So hopefully we did stream it live this year, this event, but I understand the audio quality was terrible. So I'm going to have everything perfect next year. So anyway, got a lot of ground to cover. Going to talk about this new show that's going to be coming into town. The partners who launched Cirque Polynesia over on Maui last year are bringing that show now to Oahu. They also plan to produce at least 2 more traveling circuses that are going to travel around Hawaii and also Southeast Asia. And apparently this company's already booked like 1,500 shows all over Southeast Asia. And the producers say that they're going to specialize in these, aerobatics. Is that how you say it? I don't want to say aerobics because I know that. Acrobats. That's it. Acrobats. And all kinds of illusion-driven performances and stuff. And it's kind of modeled after the Cirque du Soleil productions. Now, we had Cirque Hawaii here for some time. And I thought that show did pretty good. But I don't know, they ended it, when the Hawaii Theater over there, the Hawaii theaters went down. And they never brought it back. And then there was another show, that Hawaii show that was in that, they built that special theater. It took them forever to build it, and then it was open for 4 months and gone. So I'm not sure how the market's going to hold it, but it's been very successful over in Maui, the Cirque Polynesia. So hopefully that'll be great. I think it's a wonderful addition, and it's kind of something a little different. Everybody, comes here and they get the same stuff, the same hula stuff, and, it's nice to have different things happening. So I support it, and hopefully we'll be hearing more about it, and that will be coming very soon in the next, like January they're talking about. So hopefully we'll be bringing you more information about that. So let's get into talking a little bit about the topics today, because I got a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about, because I've been getting the question again. I don't know, I think it kind of happens this time of year when people start asking me about the lava curse. Have you ever heard of this, the lava curse? You may have heard about it. There's a legend that says Madame Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of fire, who commands the volcanic action on the Big Island at, in the volcano there, at the Halemaumau crater, at the summit, is, there's this, legend that there is a curse. And apparently Madame Pele doesn't like to have her lava rocks removed. And especially until they're cooled and settled. But she doesn't like them moved. She doesn't like them taken. And it's said that anyone who removes a piece of rock from the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park will incur her wrath. And that wrath is bad luck. So there's people, so if you go and, and the legend goes, that you really shouldn't remove any lava rock from any island, but especially the Big Island. And it's funny because people seem to take them anyway, because lava rock, it's so beautiful. It's like volcanic ash, these black rocks. So people love to take them for souvenirs. But, if you believe this, there's no question about it that visitors who have taken these rocks have started to return them because they start to feel that they get bad luck and bad luck, and most of the rock that's removed from there, if you remove a little rock, it starts to make you feel really guilty. And I don't know if it's just self-fulfilling prophecy or what, or if there really is a curse. I wouldn't mess with it if I were you, because we've heard things, everything from pets dying to people's jobs getting lost to houses burning down and just devastating things that have happened to people because they've removed these rocks. And just here, and we have a blog post on our blog, and it's called The Lava Rock Curse. So you want to check that out. There are like 50 or 60 comments. It's one of the most commented places on our blog with people who have stories that are just absolutely incredible. Here's an example of one of the quotes from there. Please take this rock and put it back somewhere on your island. I've had very bad luck since it came into my life, and I'm very sorry I took it. Please forgive me, and I pray that once I send it back to where it came from, my bad luck will go away. Here's another one that said, I was given a lava rock by a friend, then went to Hawaii. All I can say is since I received that rock, I've had nothing but one bad thing after another happen to me. That would be considered bad luck, wouldn't it? And I'm not taking any more chances. I'm bringing the lava. I'm sending the lava rock back. And we have actually got lava rocks back here to this agency. And you can send, by the way, you can send these lava rock backs. The Volcano Gallery over there on the Big Island does accept the return rocks, and once they get them back, they carefully wrap them up in tea leaves, and then they return them to a special location, which is very close to Pele's home, and they also ask for a donation, and they will also ask for forgiveness for you. So, if you believe in this thing, and who am I to say that it doesn't exist? But many, many people say that they have really bad luck if they've taken a lava rock from especially the Big Island. Now, I'm not sure how it works for the other islands. I've been told mixed things, but you know what? Don't take any chances. Don't be taking lava rocks from Hawaii and bringing them home. I just wouldn't do that. So, just a little friendly warning, because we get that around this time of year when people start thinking about Christmas and gifts and a lot. People taking those lava rocks. So hopefully that helps you out. By the way, it's a beautiful day in Hawaii. Let's take a quick look at the crater cam here. You can see it's sunny. It's really kind of sunny out, but there's like a little haze out there. And this is, of course, looking from the south side of the island, looking east at the beautiful Diamond Head crater there. And on the other side of that bridge is the beautiful ocean. So it's kind of like hazy, but we've had really beautiful weather. It's been nice and sunny. Had a couple of days last week where it was a little bit rainy, but it's really turned out to be just a beautiful week. And I don't think it's going to be anything to be concerned about if you're planning your trip to Hawaii. And we're going to be doing some Christmas shows soon, so if you're planning to come here during Christmas, start thinking about what your questions might be. And speaking of questions, remember every Friday, all we do is talk about questions and answers from listeners, podcast listeners. So if you're within the sound of my voice right now, whether you're listening to us from the podcast or watching the replay or whatever you're doing, get questions to me now. It's always good to get me them in the beginning of the week so I can research and give you a really good answer. And, it could be any question about Hawaii. Like 99.9% of the questions I can answer about Hawaii. But we especially focus in on, tourism and, travel and vacation. So if you have a question about your vacation, you have a concern about it. Let's say you're working an itinerary and you want to, get an idea of what to do. Just email that to me and we're going to give you free advice and we'll tell you all about what our suggestions are and advice is based on the question. So email that over to us at podcast@hawaii-aloha.com. And this Friday, we'll answer the question. So get those to me as soon as you can. Okay, let's get into talking another question. I thought it'd be fun to I don't know, I'm just in that mood lately. I'm in the partying mood. I feel like, we're in that time of year where we start to really think about partying. We start to think about fun. We start to think about, being grateful for everything that happened during the year. So I'm in a drinking mood. Yeah. And I started to think about the drinks again because I've been spending a lot of time at that Waikiki Edition, And they have a thing there called the Deconstructed Mai Tai, which is now my favorite all-time drink. That and the mint julep that they have there. This is an amazing Mai Tai. It's called the Deconstructed Mai Tai because they kind of do the drink a little backwards. They put the triple sack upside down, and they also have a foam in there, which I'm not supposed to tell people the foam is actually made from egg whites, but you don't taste the egg whites. I freak everybody out. I let them drink it first, and then they say, you know what that foam is? It's egg whites, and they go, ew, but it doesn't taste bad. It really it makes the liqueur and the rum in there kind of taste sweeter, I think. It's just really good. But when you come to Hawaii, you're going to definitely want to try one of these really colorful drinks. And don't be afraid to do it. Tiny umbrella, those kind of drinks. These are these great concoctions that are put together. And almost every restaurant and lounge here in Hawaii has their version of some of these drinks. Now, I just mentioned the Mai Tai because the Mai Tai is probably the king of all the drinks. There's a shot of a Mai Tai right there. It consists of rum and triple sack or orange Curaçao with lime, almond syrup, and grenadine. And the Mai Tai is it's got to be like the quintessential tropical drink. And it's kind of been adjusted over the years. There's been different variations of it, like I said, the Deconstructed Mai Tai. But most variations are pretty close to the original. And it's also mixed with a rum base. And another one that's very popular is, of course, the Blue Hawaiian. Now, you might have seen the Blue Hawaiian featured on Hawaii 5-0 recently, and it was kind of funny. They have this Samoan, this big tough guy drinking a Blue Hawaiian. Now, I don't see too many, guys going for the fruity drinks. But, when you come to Hawaii, it's okay. It's okay. It's accepted. But the Blue Hawaiian is extremely popular in that there's lots of versions of that. And a guy by the name of Harry Yee over at the Hilton Hawaiian Village invented that. He was a bartender over there in 1957, and he was asked by some representatives of one of the people that were coming in for a conference to create a new drink using the bowls. It was actually a liquor company using their liquor called Blue Curaçao Liquor. And that's how he invented the Blue Hawaiian. And it's really great. It's usually made with creme de coconut. And it's got pineapple juice. Rum and pineapple juice, basically. That's what it is with that Blue Curaçao. So it's always a really good drink. And you can't go wrong with the Blue Hawaiian. Gives you a nice buzz. I think so. And then what are some of the other ones that they have? Let's see. Another one is the Pina Colada. A lot of people do the Pina Colada. That's another one. They have a coconut version of it. It's rum and coconut cream. And then one that Yao Ling loves, and I don't think I've got one here. This is another one. It's called the Lava Flow. No, that's not it. That's a Blue Hawaiian. That's another version of the Blue Hawaiian. But the Lava Flow is another one, and Yao Ling loves that one. That's kind of like a smoothie, and it's really a big here in Hawaii. And it's made with light rum, an ounce of like an ounce of Malibu coconut rum, and it's yeah, that's what it's made out of. It's delicious. And there's also like all kinds of smoothies, like the banana mango smoothie is another one. There's all kinds of great drinks. And there's the Chi-Chi, that's another one. That's fresh Hawaiian pineapple juice, tequila, orange liqueur, and grenadine. That's also really popular in a lot of the bars, the Chi-Chi. So when you come to Hawaii, make sure that you know this is a place you can go for the touristy looking drinks. I have them even now and then once in a while. But I've been big on the Deconstructed Mai Tai. That's totally my favorite nowadays. I could drink those all night long. And you can get that at the Edition, by the way, where you can enjoy that one. Anyway, hopefully that helps you out. Helps you with what drinks to order when you come here. Now's the time in our program we like to go over packages that have been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. First package is for 1, 2, 3, 4 people. This is a July booking, LAX to Kauai and then over to Maui. Leaving July 14th, returning on the 28th. On Oahu, they're going to stay at the Aston Waikiki Banyan in a one-bedroom. Over on Kauai, they're staying at the Leilani Resort in a one-bedroom oceanfront. Over on Maui, at the Outrigger Royal Kahana, one-bedroom. Great trip. Listen to this. $6,300. All the way from LAX for 4 people, 3 islands. I don't think it gets much better than that. This is an example of why it's important to do an advanced booking. Congratulations to Calais for putting that one together, and I want to thank the Stiffel family